Our market started in 1948. We started out up in the city limits of Madison, and we've been here for like 23, maybe 24 years now. We've just been a family-run business.
We're more in the livestock market. We go out and help producers work and vaccinate their calves and help them with their marketing of their cattle, and also with bull selection and preg checking. Me and a lot of my guys do whatever we can to help the producers.
The week of the storm, I had heard, the storm was coming in. They weren't sure where at first. Once it was determined, I'd called and heard that most of the markets were shutting down.
Idalia was moving in and gonna hit our coastline in the Big Bend on Wednesday morning, and it was a Category 3 when it hit landfall. And I wasn't even able to get out of my house. And I kept calling Ab, asking him what the barn looked like. And he finally told me Wednesday evening he made it down here, and he said it was gone. But the good Lord watched over all of us, and I don't even know of one fatality from the whole storm. And we had a lot of support from our buyers and all the markets in the whole state.
The LMA and the markets in Florida, every one of them call you and contact you, want to know how you do it and what they can do to help.
People showed up with bobcats, with excavators, wanting to help. They didn't ask how much, they didn't say they would charge them so much. They wanted to help because they saw this as their livestock market, not just the Townsends.
Insurance is something that you hate to carry, but when you have a disaster like this, you're sure glad to have it. John, he came by, he walked around to look at the barn, which there was no barn left. He's been very easy to work with, and we've received money already in a very timely fashion.
They had to move livestock. If they hadn't got back up and running, that would have been a financial hit on top of the one that they already took.
I don't know what we'd do without John and the LMA. And the crew he had helping put the pins and posts and all back in. It's amazing how much work these men done. LMA, their insurance companies represented us good. Where would we go if we hadn't had LMA insurance? But we missed one sale day. The next week, we had 400 that first week. Had a good sale, good learning experience, how to work for nothing. From there on, we've had 750 to 800 every week. We just got to get a roof over our head and keep on going.
You never know until you have a catastrophe like they had here at Madison, and that's when it really shows if that insurance company is going to stand up and do the right thing, if they're going to do things in a timely manner. So I think all of LMA, not just the insurance, is all about our relationship with the markets. We needed for them emotionally and for the whole area to be able to have a place to bring their animals.
The LMA has been very great to work with. They're just very trustworthy, and they're good people to do business with, and I really appreciate them.